Usually Wednesday is my meditation day. So yesterday I was in the meditation space. Usually I go to a what is called sauna. You should go with me one day.
Sauna, yeah, I have a bit of my nose actually.
Beautiful, because my vibration shifts. I think what it does is it is a water, like a steam room with eucalyptus. So when you stop thinking, right, your vibration goes into a very, very deep level. So it's almost like your knowing opening up. Like, it's almost like how, like when we get that, you also work in the OR and the intensive care unit, right? Sometimes the answer comes into you from somewhere else. It's not like thinking, right? Like how you said that guy who couldn't expel sputum and you kind of put in to suction, right? Like the click happened for you, right? So same thing, like, I'm like yesterday thinking, okay, what is my agenda? And actually I'm like musing, like, some of the things my teacher teaches. And I suddenly got it that, like, he was doing a specific type of meditation. And in that, it is like a specific way you connect with other beings. It's a very high center called Hara Center. I have never even heard about those centers. And Hara Center is almost looks like outy belly, right? But when people are in the wrong space, they can think of it as genital organ, right? But whereas, like, when you are at the right space, you can see it's not. So I think some people are getting on his agenda, and the minute he starts his sermon, there are so many haters. They'll come in and they'll say nasty stuff about him. And that's all they do. They wait for him to start his sermon. And they will like say nasty things. And I was in the sauna, and like afterwards when I came out, like, suddenly I shed tears for him. I'm saying, like, it's like you are trying to do your best, but still being in that space where people take out so much vengeance against him, I mean, for some reason, my heart was touched, and I was thinking, I really need to do something. And last night, he did a sermon in Tamil. In that, he says, what is jealousy is people want to achieve what you have, but they never give you credit for what you went through. And I was thinking, wow. I mean, like, that's another way to say it, right? Like, so it kind of made sense to me. So I said, what? The only thing I can do is create YouTube standards. So I am going to look for people, if you're interested. I'm creating YouTube leadership skills. Essentially, like, whatever video you come across, right? If you want to be on my team, like, like I'm saying, I'm willing to train people. Any video you watch, go through the comments, at handle who are a hater, call them out. Like, at handle, call them out, and like, go to their channel, see what they are, and do behavior therapy, cognitive behavior therapy. I'm going to do positive 12 steps. So what we need to do is correct. So one guy says, the minute he comes on, he'll say, you are a bastard. That's what he'll say. So I'm going to go there and say, it's called validation therapy. Hey, actually, I came across your comment, and for your information, I did fact checking. And he does have a mother, he does have a father. I mean, like saying, make it so that you call them out again and again and again. And hopefully, at some point, the insanity stops. And if it doesn't stop, write to Google. Say, like, this is cease and desist. Cease and desist. Can you agree to have a cease and desist against this person who is continuously doing cyberbullying? So I feel if we don't take action, it's not going to end. Because there are always, the reason, who are the haters or these people who cannot get out of bed. I have seen them. They are disabled and they are only using their brain and they are sending, because I have had a patient in nursing home. She had a paraplegic, okay? And she is the nastiest one there. And she kept on complaining. Massachusetts, you guys are loser and She came from New York. Yesterday they transferred her to New York. Finally, she's telling everybody, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm leaving, blah, blah, blah. I'm like saying, yeah, welcome home, I think eventually they're going to get what they want, but I want to create leadership skills in YouTube, setting standards, because what I want to do is how many comments were there? Sometimes there will be 713 likes, and there will be like maybe 2 or 3 haters. That's all. So you could see even percentage wise, it is very, very small. But even if it is small, they disturb. Every 2 minutes, they'll send this message again and again and again. So others get activated.
And is it the same person? That
Same
does-
person. And the minute you block them, they'll come back with a different name.
Oh, see, I don't know a lot about YouTube, huh?
So I think their only agenda is to create chaos.
Yeah, right. They're like, it gives them like nothing else going on, and that gives them.
So that's one channel I'm going to work on, because I decided to do 3 different things. And Dr. Bob Marshall does nutrition. He's wonderful. I love him. Most of what I learned, I would say I will give him the credit for like majority of my training, because I think he puts it down to nutshell. Only thing you need to correct is digestion. He says every illness is based on not having enough hydrochloric acid and not methylating. And he simplified nutrition for me. So he has a website called qnlabs.com. And all his shows, it is radio shows, is free. But I have listened over time, and some of his stuff doesn't work. So I have like tweaked it a little bit, because I have found over time it's also extracellular matrix disorder, lymphangitis, lymphedema. These also play a part in addition to the digestion. So I'm going to combine that. So I'm going to audit one tape and then record it, and then say what else would I do? Because that way I'll have a good foundation and then build on it. And then my third agenda is I feel I want cannabis to go to the next level. And I feel April 2nd, I already applied. The April 2nd, I was listening to my teacher's lecture. 12 midnight, 4/3/2018, Cannabis Commission sends an email saying you can apply. I must have been the first application. I zoomed. Within 1 minute, I'm in. I uploaded everything and stuff. So I applied for research license, independent transporter, like they say, what are the 3 areas of interest, and then cooperative, because I can work with other businesses. But my first focus is to be a researcher. Industrial hemp. Initially they declined, and then US federal government agricultural department sent a letter saying I am allowed to import it from Canada, cannabis ruderalis, and they said, but check in with your local Department of Agriculture. When I called Department of Agriculture, they said they have not even put together any paperwork. They are going to handle it, but they seem different.
Right.
So I said, okay, would you keep me posted? They said, that's fine. So I think I probably will be, if I'm even considering research, will be top of the top. Nobody, because you don't make money that way.
Yeah.
But I think that is the secret, because you really need to understand how to grow hemp before you go into the next level.
Right.
So one of the rules for cooperative, they said you need to be a farmer this year. So I'm already I already have been growing moringa corn. So I put in my request to do Schedule F this year, April, right before April 15th, because last year whatever growth I did, so I'm going to build on it. So if you are interested in all 3, you can participate. If you're interested in just medical piece, you can participate, and we can network together. Which days, if I'm going to do this lesson, which day is good for you? Ideally, I do it on Saturday. Would Saturday work for you?
It would depend. I work every other Saturday.
Okay, so I'll keep you posted.
Okay.
My channel is healnow.tv. HEALNOW.tv.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah. If you just do a search, Heal Now, you'll see my logo. This one. You have seen my logo, right? That's all I wear. My logo. So once you see that, because that's my uniform, I always wear my blue scrubs and green logo.
I wear the same scrubs every day.
Yeah.
Heal Now.
Yeah, if you do YouTube search Heal Now, you'll see that this logo come up. Do you see it? So just subscribe to it, and then you will get notification. So whichever you interest, and then you can create your own channel. Okay,
Okay.
so I'll train you so that I'm going to take 10 interns this year. We are
All right.
I'm just like, networking,
Yeah.
like, checking in each other because this way we can do the right thing. I have no time,
Right.
but I have the knowledge I can
Right.
share. And my teacher calls it um, what is called Vaidyadam. That is, when you give medical advice that's free, you produce healing blessings
Yeah.
so much for you and your family.
That makes
So,
sense.
like, like for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.